one of the effects of atheism is to blind the mind so that people cannot see logic. And of course, this is one of the things, as you know, Jim, that I argue in my books, that often people like Richard Dawkins, who claim that they're being rational and their attitude is in keeping with science and so on, are totally irrational. And they're guilty of the very thing they accuse us of, blind faith, believing where there's no evidence. Now, we believe where there is evidence, particularly the evidence of the resurrection. And my Russian friends were absolutely amazed by this. The thing that they latched onto was, one conversation will illustrate it very well. I believe in God, and the chap just laughed. And I said, don't you know? He said, do you believe in green cows? So I said,
do you believe in what?
Green cows.
Green?
Animals, cows, green cows.
Oh, cows. Yeah, cows.
Yes. And I said, no. And he said, why not? I said, they don't exist. Well, he said, exactly. God doesn't exist. I said, how do you know? What's your evidence? Evidence, he said. Evidence? Do you have evidence that God exists? I said, of course I do. Otherwise, I'd be very foolish to believe in God. And there followed a very good conversation, because above all, in those days, in the early days of the turnaround in Russia, they were wide open for discussion.